Hello everybody and welcome back to LEGO Empire. In today's video we have Ask the Empire Part 4. So let's get right into the questions. First up, @NotClever asks, Ask the Empire, what do you think the easiest clone trooper army is to build, and what is your favorite LEGO Star Wars set? Love your content, keep up the good work. Thank you very much for the compliment there. And the easiest clone army to build, I'll actually list off a few, the easiest clone troopers to build. I pulled up Bricklink and I just sorted by the cheapest and the highest quantity clone troopers. So, first up we have the clone 501st Officer. You can get them for $247 in new condition, $2.47 for a clone trooper, and all of the 501st Specialists are the cheapest. So if you want to build a 501st Specialist army, now is definitely the time to do that. And then next up we got the Clone Trooper Commander from the accessory pack. And then following that, we have the Jet Trooper and regular 501st Trooper from the original 501st Battle Pack, and those are perhaps the more obvious clone troopers. So after 501st and the Clone Commander, let's get into some more mainline clone troopers. So we have Clone Trooper Captain Jag and the Clone Trooper V-Wing Pilot. And then after that, we have the 212th Clone Trooper, the newer one. And then after that, we have the newest Phase 1 Clone Trooper. So those are the easiest Clone Trooper armies to build, and all of those are pretty modern. The first one that is modern and also very cheap is the Clone Trooper from Episode 2 with no printed legs and the angry clone head. So, if you want to build the cheapest armies, those are your clone troopers to do it. Thank you for the question. And as far as my favorite set goes, there are far too many to choose, but I'm like most Imperial vehicles, so there you go. Next up, @JDBricks107 asks, Ask Empire, how do you make a LEGO custom Crosshair campaign, aka an enlisted elite from the Bad Batch? And he is referring to this clone trooper, or they're technically not clone troopers, they are enlisted elite soldiers of the Empire. And you can't really create them in a purist form if you want them to look good. But fortunately, GCC, and likewise my website itself, actually has these with arm printing in stock. So this is actually one without arm printing, but as you can probably tell, it looks pretty dang clean. They are pad printed, so the same print quality as LEGO. If you're interested, my website link is the first link of every description of my videos, except for the older videos. Fortunately, they are very cheap, so again, link in the description if you're interested. Thank you very much for your question. Next up, @ProjectBricks asks, Ask the Empire, when will you be releasing more weapons such as Clone Army custom rocket launchers and other commando weapons, because I can get pretty good shipping from you, but not from Clone Army customs and stuff. So, if you don't know what Project Bricks was referring to, Clone Army Customs has some custom weapons, so very soon, I'm actually currently working on this. It's a huge project for the website, but we're branching out. We're adding tons, thousands of items to our store. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. This is going to be perhaps the biggest online marketplace for custom LEGO Star Wars things. It isn't something like eBay or Mercari, but it is a, individual practitioner selling stuff online. And it is going to be huge. So, there will be more about that. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you're not already subscribed, because then you'll get notified when I make a community post, and eventually I will have a community post talking about this and when this is all going to be complete, when my website is going to be complete. So it is totally getting a complete overhaul, and we're adding tons and tons of items to it. That is going to be super exciting. I'm working really hard on this, alright? It's going to be huge. I'm working non-stop on the website currently. It's filled up a lot of my day. So as far as a date, you can expect this to be, if you want a specific item, you can just keep checking the site to see if we have it, because I'm adding items periodically. But by the time we're complete, it'll at least probably be a month from now. Thank you for your question. Next up, we have @JimmyLifeguardGames1253 asking, what is your least favorite clone legion? And I actually pulled up a picture of all of the different clone legions and variants, and I was looking at them and I'm like, which one would I not want to army build? Which one, because I liked all of them to an extent, but it's like, which one would I want the least of? And I looked them over a few times, and Bomb Squad kept coming up in my head. And I know you're not supposed to have a ton of Bomb Squad in the army. It's only supposed to, come in pairs of 2, and I probably have like only a few pairs of Bomb Squad, if any. But Bomb Squad just not doing it for me. A completely orange clone, I guess it's cool, But if you want an orange clone, go to the 212, not Bomb Squad. So thank you very much for your question. At SabanfoTV104 asks, would you like a Lego Turbo Tank in 2024? Now, many people in the YouTube community, the Instagram community, all over the Lego Star Wars space have been talking about when we're going to be getting a turbo tank. A fellow YouTuber that makes kind of similar content to what I make, Life Bricks, he's also been talking about a turbo tank, and I believe he said a turbo tank is probably the next vehicle we're going to get as far as clone troopers, like the next $140, $150, $160 vehicle we're going to get, like the ATTE and Gunship, and I would be inclined to agree with him. There just aren't many other mainline clone vehicles that we're currently missing at the moment, and I think a turbo tank would perform the best out of everything that we're missing right now in the Lego Star Wars clone vehicle set lineup. So I'm very excited about this. The clone turbo tank / Juggernaut, it's one of my favorite Star Wars vehicles. Probably my favorite clone vehicle, if I'm being honest. It is it's just a cool idea to have a tank that, you know, it has wheels. It's like this heavy tank, and it is just basically unstoppable. It'll take a lot to destroy this tank, and I love the concept of that. So definitely, I'd say expect it in 2024 or 2025. We really don't know at this point, but as far as speculation goes, I'd say a Wolfpack turbo tank is probably one of the most likely things at this current point in time. Thank you for your question. Next up, at Paula Watkins 4129 asks a very straightforward but kind of important question. Do you want the UCS Venator? Now, do I? Yes, I mean, of course, I want the UCS Venator. A huge Venator with a new Captain Rex and Admiral Yularen? Who doesn't want that, right? But for $650, I understand it's a huge UCS set, and it's probably worth it as far as what you get. You get 2 exclusive figures that are decked out with arm printing, dual molded legs. You got the display plaque. You got the large amount of pieces. You got the highly detailed model. You got the display. Like, it's a lot, and it's probably worth it on a fundamental level. But when I look at a UCS set, I just say that's not worth it, because what I think is, what could you buy instead with that $650? You could go online, you could pick up an amazing looking custom Admiral Yularen, custom Rex. I understand customs, they're not for everyone, but as far as I go, I could just buy those 2 custom figures, probably spend about $40-50 on those 2 custom figures if I want them looking amazing, and then I can go out and I can buy a Venator mock if I really want to for like $200-300 of parts, and that saves me a couple $100. If you have VIP points stacked up, however, if you have a way to bring that 650 down to like 400, 300, do that, okay? That is amazing, and, you know, I would not stop you from making a purchase. I would make a purchase like that, probably. But, like, sets like the Master Builder series sets just seem way better value to me, because all the figures in those sets and all of the, like, they have interior designing, details, all this stuff, right? I look at a UCS set, and I think display, it's good for exterior display. And as far as that goes, I'm not a huge guy when it comes to display. I'm not going to go out and spend my life savings for a cool display. I've got the Playscale TIE Fighters up on a shelf. I didn't go out and buy any special mocks or the UCS TIE Fighter. The Playscale ones are good enough for me, and a Playscale Venator would be good enough for me as well. So for the same scale, I'd go for a small kind of mock, 2,000 piece mock. Not like a 5,000 piece or 5,000 piece model like the UCS Venator is going to be. And that pretty much wraps up for today's video. If you want any questions answered, make sure you leave them in the comments below. And if you want any of the items that I discussed with the Clone Custom weapons and the Elite Crosshair unit, then make sure you check the first link in the description. I might just leave you a special discount code in the comment section as well. If you want to get some money off your purchases from my site, all the support on the site is very much appreciated. I am super grateful for the support I've gotten thus far, and it really helps support the channel. So thank you very much for anyone who places an order on there, or even if you visit the site, I'm grateful for you just considering to purchase some of the products on my site, because it means the world to me. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching all the way through. Some of you all are not going to be here at this point in the video, so I appreciate those that are, and I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day. Peace out.